Hello everyone, this is Zebo and welcome to today's everything you need to know about the upcoming patch for Guardian Tales global server. So in today's video, we'll run through the Slayers patch to see what is to come in the Slayers reprint banner as well as the event rerun. So first of all, we'll look at the hero art banner. We have the two collab heroes, Lina as well as Xellos, and other than that, we'll be getting Noxia, Priscilla, Arena, Ara, and all the really powerful defensive units. So if you're somebody who is into the PvP meta, then all these units are pretty decent. And I'll do the pull to pull in the upcoming patch for this Lina Inverse banner itself. So with that, let us move on. So with the Lina Inverse reprint, right, we will be getting the Rift Play event. So over here, you'll be getting all these rewards. You'll be getting the Gauri hero. If you haven't gotten him yet, you'll be able to get him. And then if you complete the roadmap, you will be able to get sufficient hero shards to get him to 5-star. So that's for Gauri. And then if you've gotten Gauri already, then all these additional Gauri hero and the hero shards are just there to exchange for hero crystals itself. So that's for the Gauri hero. And then we'll be getting his EX weapon, Sword of Light. So that's how you get the sword. Very easy, 14,000 points. If you haven't gotten it yet, then yeah, it's a good new EX weapon in your collection. If you have the previous copy of Max Immediate Weapon, then you can actually just dust this to get magic metals to exchange for the other resources. So either way, it's really amazing for the Gauri rerun. So that's pretty much it for the Rift Play banner. Let us move on to the Bingo Machine. So this event is very special. It combines both the two-part for the Slayers event rerun. So we'll be getting the Rift Play together with the Bingo Machine. So both these events, right, you will have at least 14 days to complete them from the release. So you have a lot of chance to actually max out all their rewards. Then for the Bingo Machine itself, the reward is basically the same as the previous event. You'll be getting Gauri's exclusive weapons, so up to a total of 5 copies. So 2 copies here, 1 copy here, 1 copy here, and 1 more copy here. So very easy to get as long as you are playing consistently. Then you'll also be getting Xellos shot as well as all the other Bingo Machine good stuff. So that's for the Let's Go Bingo Machine as well as the replay event. Next, we take a look at what's within the Amazon shop itself. So for Slayers event, we have the Slayer Snakes Relay package. So this is for the whales, and then we have your 1000 stamina package. Double the stamina with additional crafting accelerator for your seasonal achievement rewards. So that's that. And then we have your paid gems, 10,000 paid gems, and your summoners controller package. So I have analyzed it before. I personally prefer the gem package because you can have more summons, 100 summons, compared to the 62 summons. But if you're somebody who's into mass summoning, then the summon controller is actually not bad because you want to get the heroes from the banners itself. So being able to mass summon in a specific banner is actually more valuable in some cases. But in most cases, I will still go for the gem package if I have limited budget. So that's my take. And then moving forward, we have the growth package. I personally won't buy this because number one, Hero Crystal is very farmable from just farming hero shards. After you max out all your rare heroes, some of your unique heroes, then you have a ton of Hero Crystals stocked up. So that's my take. And then for Legendary Awakening Stones, honestly speaking, why would you buy this pack for Legend Awakening Stone? You can just buy this pack, right? You get like 40 over here. So why not just buy this, right? Like this is like, if you buy 2 of this, you get 20 stones and then it's like 60 bucks. But if you buy 2 of that, you buy until the $60 one, you get like 40 stones and you get like all this good stuff over here. So honestly speaking, I think that pack is not very good. So very skippable if you're somebody who is limited on budget. Then like I think getting like the relay package all the way until like Awakening Stone is not bad already. And then if you have a bit more, then go for this step 5. And if you are super limited and you want good value, I think 1k stamina package is decent with the gem package itself. So these are the better packages in my honest take. And other than that, there's no new packages. Let us move on to the equipments as well as the hero costumes. So in this case, right, there isn't really any new costumes except for the Weather Caster Eleanor. So this is the new costume, which is not part of any collection. So if you're somebody who loves your Eleanor, then this is a good one for your unit. If not, then all these are all the reprints from the event. So brass racket player Lina and brass racket player Xellos. So that is for new costume. Then for the equipment costume, we will be getting the cotton candy, which is a two-handed sword, and then we will be getting the cloud basket. So these are the two new equipment costumes, which will contribute a bit to the stats. So do take note if you want to get these costumes for your characters or your weapons itself. And with that, let us move on to the next part of the video. Okay, so I almost forget to explain this blue color mileage thing for those of you guys who haven't experienced this Slayer event before. So this is known as the special mileage ticket, which is only available during the collab banners. So you can use this special mileage ticket to exchange for the collab heroes as well as their exclusive weapons. So 200 for the hero as well as 200 for the weapons itself. Then after the end of the collab event, the mileage ticket will be converted back to the normal one. So do take note to use them if you want to maximize your special mileage ticket value. So do take note. Then you can also get the special mileage ticket other than summoning. You can get it from the events this time around. So there's an event rift and there's stamina event. So from this you'll be getting this blue special mileage ticket, which will increase your chances of mileaging for Lina or Xellos or their respective EX weapon. And other than that, right, just now I kind of forget to talk about it, but once you summon for all these characters, you'll be able to earn this special mileage ticket as well. So that's how the special mileage ticket will work for those of you guys who have never experienced the Slayers event from the previous year. Okay, so next up we have the 2-time event boost for your resource dungeons as well as the evolution dungeon event boost. So I'm just going to showcase to you guys how this thing actually works. And right here, I think based on what was mentioned in the text, right? If a boost overlaps, then the highest boost will be applied. So I assume that if you apply the daily boost together with the 2-time boost, then the dungeon that you're trying to farm is going to give you the 4-time EU. So I'm just going to do a bit of testing. So right here, I have my daily boost. Let's do maybe 2 times to just check out what's the number. So maybe 2 times. And over here, bang, bang. So we have 8. We have 8 pieces from 2 summons. That is 2 times from the boost. And then let's try with the daily boost. So 2 times over here. Bam. Bam. Okay, 9 times. So I don't think the 2 times event actually stacks with the daily boost. So you can just use your daily boost and then use your boost for 2 times on the other resource dungeons like your gold dungeon as well as your item dungeon. So right here I'm just going to use up all the farming for daily farming for these Curacao shards. And then you can also use your coffee on all these gold dungeon, EXP dungeon, or even your item dungeon itself. So yep, that's the 2-time event. Okay, so let us move on to the last part of the video. And just before I talk about the hero buffs, right, there's actually some changes to the co-op map, specifically the entry requirements. So you have to have higher level units as well as higher level equipments to enter the higher tiers of defensive co-op. So this is to make sure that there is less burdening in defensive co-op. I guess that's a better word to say it. I don't know how to make it less mean, but it's really hard to try to carry players who are really weak, like they die to 1 hit or 2 hit to the higher level bosses or monsters. So yeah, I think this is a good changes for all the more veteran players in a way. So unfortunately, it's to allow for the developers to actually give tougher challenges as well, because if everybody is equally strong, then you can actually increase the difficulty of the challenges and not be burdened by weaker players. And then other than that, right, there will also be a reprint for the defensive map. Nothing too spectacular. I think the map itself has been sort of reprinted already, so I'm not going to cover it on the channel. And the last part of today's video is the changes to weapon skill regen speed units. So if you guys have seen my KR meta report, the weapon skill regen speed teams, they are on the rise, and that is largely attributed to the buffs to all these units. So all these weapon skill regen speed plus 30% party buff units, they are getting a skill damage plus 30% to their kit. So this is a major buff to all these teams, because These teams usually they will have multiple little princess figure, which is this merge over here, which decreases damage taken by 15% of additional skill damage. So your team now, your weapon skill regen speed team now will have a lot more skill damage. Right now, people are running two weapon skill units, right? Xellos Future Knight, Xellos Yuze, or Future Knight Yuze. So this will give you an additional plus 60% skill damage, and that is a little bit more damage reduction from your little princess figure. And one of the most prominent weapon skill unit is actually Veronica. So yeah, if you guys have saw the report itself, there's a bunch of Veronica, and I think it's quite easy to understand. So just off the additional skill damage compartment, Veronica has plus 90% of her body buff and plus 10% of her base, so that's 100%. Then the Messiah is 130% if you max it out. And then if you have two weapon skill regen speed unit, right, that's plus 60%, so you have plus 190% skill damage. And if you are like all out on the skill damage component, then the best skill damage I'll say like accessory is the mirror one, so water. So you get plus 20% if you can get it, right? Then you get a plus 12% weapon skill regen speed for Veronica, and that will give you about 200% already, right? Then you have relics, so you go to your relic, right? Hopefully you get a 7%. So you get, that's like additional 7%. So you guys can see there's over 200% skill damage. So your little princess figure is going to reduce a ton of damage for Veronica. And on top of that, right, because now you run like two weapon skill regen speed unit, your Veronica benefits even further from the special ability. So this holy recharge holy power increases damage and decreases damage taken by 50% of increased weapon skill regen speed. So if you have two weapon skill regen speed party buff units, then that will be a 30% damage increase and 30% damage reduction. So if you stack the damage reduction of special ability with the little princess figure, you can see that Veronica is taking a lot less damage, and she is hitting a lot harder from her weapon skill itself. So yeah, this buff definitely great for the weapon skill regen speed team. And as a Veronica user myself on only Knight in the past, I think this is definitely a great buff to this team archetype itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All the major stuff to be covered in the upcoming global patch. Nothing too spectacular because it's a rerun banner kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe in order to see more videos from the channel, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.